How we all doing today, folks? So, I gotta hand it to Mr. Trump, 'cause he sure was a pretty brave guy. Let's get into it. Let's just hear what the man's got to say.
Iraq, and late at night, the dark of night, all the windows closed, all the lights off in the plane, and Air Force One. And we flew in, and it was pretty amazing. I'll tell you, we were landing, and there were no lights in the plane. Sir, we have to turn off all lights. I said, you mean we spend $9 trillion and we have to fly in an Air Force One with the lights off? And I went up to the pilot, said hello. And by the way, these guys are like central casting. These are the best looking human beings. Everybody is like perfect. The most handsome people, the best looking people you've ever seen with the flat tops and the whole thing. And I was a little concerned because the lights are off and everything's off. And even the lights in where he was were down, very dim, very, very dim, with all of the lights on the fancy dashboards of the plane of Air Force One. We're getting a new Air Force One if they can ever finish the damn thing. We're getting two of them, actually. But we may have to go a different route because it's taken them a long time. We're going to get military that's going to start building. We're going to get people to start building properly again in our country because they don't build properly. This was
and they're wasting our money.
But we're up there, and I'm looking at these people, and again, I say, they look like Tom Cruise, but better. Stronger, tougher. And I like Tom Cruise, but these are better. And I said, are we okay, Captain? Yes, sir, we're fine. But I'm looking out, I don't see any lights, and we're landing. And I'm used to that. I like to sit with the pilots a lot and respect the pilots greatly. And we're up there, and we have the computer. I call it the computer voice, where it goes 1,900, 800. It's feet. Your feet above ground. So that means you're very low. And I'm looking out, and my eyes are pretty good, and I don't see any lights. And the computer goes out. Sounds like an intelligent individual. It goes 1,000. We're 1,000 feet up. It's a 10-story building. There's a big plane. And then it goes 900, 800, 700. I said, Captain, Captain, we don't see any lights. Is everything? Yes, sir. Everything's fine, sir. We'll be landing in 3 minutes. And then it goes like 600, 500. Captain, we okay? And then he goes 400, 300, 200. And I'm saying, man, there's nothing out there. And then he goes, boom, perfect landing right on this thing. There are no lights on the runway. There's no, I don't know how the hell they do it, but I'm sure as hell glad we had somebody that knows how to fly. But they didn't want to have any lights because they didn't want the enemy, after spending years and trillions of dollars, we have to land with Air Force One with no lights on the runway. But they were incredible people. And then I got out of the plane and I actually asked my people, I said, excuse me, I was very brave sitting in that cockpit. Am I allowed to give myself the Congressional Medal of Honor? And they said, I don't.
All right, folks. Donald. Please, Donald. You are not supposed to give yourself a Congressional Medal of Honor. But what you're supposed to do, and please, you can at any juncture, is you could give those pilots a medal. I would like to see it in the Oval Office the next time you want to go ahead and sign some of them bills or whatever you pass. That's what you're supposed to do. Not give yourself one, because you weren't flying. Now, yes, we are alike. Because you better bet your ass if I ever get in another airplane again, I'm going to sit in the cockpit. And if I can't, I'll ride my horse. I ain't got to go nowhere. There's a lot of places in America I want to see. There's a lot of good folks like you I want to meet. But come on, dude. Come on, Donald. Give them men a Congressional Medal of Honor for the good work that you now know they do. I'd be surprised if he didn't shit his pants. I'd probably be shitting my pants. I don't know. Well, I don't fly, though. Alright, folks. So at the same time that they're letting you see all these planes drop out of the sky, this man just told you about how Boeing keeps on wasting our money. They just keep on giving them millions and millions of dollars for these two Air Force Ones because we need two? We only have one president. Why do we need two? But this is the guy. That guy. That's gonna cut the budget. Okay. Whatever. You know, I really wished I could vote for him, but I can't. I don't vote for Democrats and Republicans no more, and at this juncture, it doesn't fucking matter, folks. Go ahead. If you think it matters, vote whichever way you want, but the same things accrue through Democrats and Republicans, even the presidents. I started voting independent when Obama was running for his second election. Obama was the last man, or Democrat or shittier person I voted for. Other than that, I knew the game by then. I'm like, I'm just going to stop voting for shit. But I do vote. And I vote for independent or third party just because I know that the people, if the people really want something, then they'll be easier to sway for that to do what we want compared to a Democrat or Republican, because we have years, my whole life, worth of seeing them say one thing and then do another. This is the first time I hear somebody actually doing something he is saying, but at the end of the day, I don't give a damn. Hillary Clinton still ain't in jail. And until he starts arresting the big guys, they arrested a couple judges. We'll see how it goes. But until he starts arresting the big guys, it's not, nothing's going to change. And actually, the way he's going about it, I believe that there will be another 9/11 event. I don't know when. I don't know how. I don't know where. I'm not in the club, but I've been watching these fucks for a long time. And in order for them to do the things they want to do, they're going to have a 9/11 event. So, hope you got something from this. Donald, please give those men a medal. Make it public. It'll make you look so wonderful instead of sociopathic. Give them men a medal. Please. They're working hard for you. Hope you got something from this. To each their own. And good luck to all.